Motivation is a liar. I don't know about you guys, but I somehow keep falling for this lie. Ever since I can remember, I've been a motivation addict. Whether it be hyping myself up to get up earlier in the morning, to achieve a certain personal goal, I would always need some sort of motivation. And don't get me wrong, I don't think it's a bad thing, but I think we place too much importance on having motivation in order to complete something. Like if we don't have it, then it's cooked. I know I'm not the only one facing these problems, and I know a motivational video has somehow snuck its way onto your feed. No matter what platform you're on, a motivational video is in there somewhere. And don't get me wrong, I think motivational videos can be helpful, but I think the way that we consume it and the actions that follow after consuming it, that needs to change, because 9 out of 10 times getting spurred on by a motivational video always leads to burnout, in my opinion and in my own personal experience. But why do we keep falling for it? Why do we keep believing that the people that make these videos are somehow running off of the same motivation that they claim that we need to have in order to complete tasks, right? Why does this keep happening? I think it's because we also somehow believe that successful people in all walks of life, whether it be sport, business, gaming, content creation, we believe that all of these successful people somehow run off of that motivation source. And that is not the truth. So don't get me wrong, everyone has motivation at some point. You know what I mean? Even every day to a certain extent, but it might just be in short bursts. But that's not the reason why people are successful at whatever they do. I would argue that the reason why people are successful at whatever they do is not because of motivation, but purely because of discipline and systems, with motivation sprinkled on top every now and then. So I'll give you a personal example here of how I've been affected by this motivation burnout cycle. And it involves me and the gym. So I used to really love going to the gym, right? It used to be a part of my daily routine. I was often going 4 to 6 days a week. And I really loved it, man. Like I really loved it. It was just a part of who I was. And then I suffered an injury. So this obviously meant that I was going to be out of the gym for a few months. And I just went about my life, you know, just doing what I normally do, but just not going to the gym until my injury healed up. And when I was ready to go back to the gym, I really struggled to get back. So what do you think I did? I watched a lot of YouTube videos and Instagram reels of super jacked dudes, you know, lifting heavy weights. And I'm like, heck yeah, I got to get back to this. And it worked for about 1 or 2 sessions. And then I got super burnt out because, you know, I'm not used to training anymore. So I went too hard, take a day off. That day turns into 3, 4, 5. And before you know it, you're not going to the gym anymore. And you know what? I really think it's not the only solution to this problem, but I think it's a really good one. And it's simply stop engaging with that kind of content. I know, but oh, steady how? Well, uninstall Instagram, bro. Like Instagram, that is the, you know, have you ever heard the saying comparison is the thief of all joy? Bro, Instagram is the thief of all joy. Once you stop engaging with that content and you step out of that bubble, you can actually realize for yourself how cooked that mindset is, bro. That you need to have all the motivation in the world to accomplish the goal that you've been wanting to accomplish. It's literally like putting race fuel that's meant for a Formula 1 car inside of your Honda Civic, bro. Like, it was never supposed to be that way. But I think the motivation problem is sort of just a branch of the tree, which is social media making us believe that we are behind in life, that we are supposed to be 10 steps ahead from where we currently are. And that forces us to take drastic measures and burn ourselves out, essentially. So if I had to frame that in the context of this YouTube channel, if I got super motivated and committed to uploading every single day, so 7 videos every single week, I can guarantee you the quality of those videos would be horrible, and myself, the creator, would be totally burnt out and would probably quit YouTube. It's just not sustainable. But what I'm doing now, committing to 1 to 3 videos a week depending on how I feel, that's more sustainable to me. That's what I believe can make my channel grow over time, because when I make videos, I'm really giving it a good effort, and it's not like I'm just forcing myself to make a bunch of videos that I don't even want to make, and that's gonna do the channel way more harm than good. But I think my current approach, which is uploading 1 to 3 times a week, is way more sustainable, and it's something that I don't need motivation for in order to complete it every week. It's just a discipline, it's a system that I'll have no trouble sticking to because it's something that works for me. So whatever it is that you guys want to achieve, you need to find what works for you. Don't listen to, the super hyped up creator that's telling you that you need to do this, do that in order to be successful. You need to find what works for you. One foot in front of the other, slow and steady wins the race. Okay guys, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.